following Jesus isn't always easy, but it's not complicated. Today, we're going to take simple practices along with a spiritual discipline and find faith in 5. External rules can guide behavior. Internal conviction changes hearts. Rules can tell you what to do, but only inner guidance can shape who you become. The Spirit doesn't just speak to believers, He lived in them. That was revolutionary. In fact, in the Old Testament, God's Spirit came upon people temporarily, whether it was Samson or whether it was even a donkey, as described in the Old Testament, or perhaps even John the Baptist at moments, but it comes to reside upon Jesus after baptism. In the Old Testament, God's Spirit comes and goes. But since Jesus, now we're promised something new. The Spirit would dwell permanently within His followers. That's how God guides us from the inside out. Not just commands to follow, but transformation to live. It's like we've been in this progression where God has said, I want to get close to you. Ever since the Garden of Eden, He was close to Adam and Eve. They walked together in the cool of the day. And then after sin, there was distance. He said, I want to get closer. And so He used a pillar of cloud and a pillar of fire to be near them. Then He used the tabernacle and eventually the temple and the Ark of the Covenant and the Holy of Holies. But He said, I want to get closer. So He put on skin and He walked amongst us. We called Him Jesus. And He said, but I want to get closer. And now the Holy Spirit, the third person of the Trinity, takes up residence within us. So this week we're practicing the spiritual discipline of dependence, which is relying on that Holy Spirit rather than just a good luck charm or a hopeful means necessary, but rather depending on Him. Pause today before reacting, before speaking, before responding, before deciding, and quietly ask, Holy Spirit, would you guide me in this? Holy Spirit, would you guide me in this? Then do the next right thing. Thanks for joining us today. Pass this along to a friend, and we will see you next time. And as always, keep it simple.